I'm joined in studio by Afrikaans musician Charlize Berg. She's just released her brand new album and is here to tell us all about it. Hello.
Hi.
It's always fun for me to have an Afrikaans artist in studio because I'm so bad at speaking the language. So I'm very sorry about that.
Don't even worry about it. I know that Afrikaans is a rather difficult language, so you're doing good.
I'm learning.
You're learning.
We're here to talk about your brand new album. And before we started this interview, you said you've been working on it for a year. And geez, you must feel like a weight has been lifted off of your shoulders.
Absolutely. There's been a lot of excitement building up to this moment, and it's finally released, and we've waited a long time and worked really hard. So I'm very excited, and I couldn't be more happy.
Do you almost feel nervous? I mean, along with the excitement, are there some nerves? What if people don't like it?
Absolutely. There's always going to be that nerves. You know, I am sort of a perfectionist, and you don't know how people are going to react to it because we've pushed a lot of boundaries in the Afrikaans industry and the sound. So, but I think it was definitely worth the risk.
Tell me about pushing those boundaries. What walls have you knocked over when it comes to Afrikaans music?
Well, I should say that we reached for a more international standard with the sounds and stuff, and I got to work with incredible producers. Some of them also incredible musicians, like Ewald van Rensburg, who's part of Monarch. He's like the lead guitarist of the band Monarch. So we've really been experimenting with a lot of different sounds, and so this album was born.
That's great. Now, we heard the first single was released about 3 months ago,
yeah.
And the music video is just such a treat. I think that's the way to put it. There are lots of treats in the video.
Yeah.
It's such a treat, and it's very 50s inspired. Why did you decide to take us back to that era?
Well, we obviously shot the music video at Pretville, which is quite it's a well-known place, and I think it was really beautiful on the eyes, and during that time I found women to be very classic, that classic beauty, you know, you have that nice lip and the hair is nice and neat and stylish, so I felt like it was something different but still stylish and beautiful.
How did you get yourself to mimic that era? Like, I mean, you obviously don't know what the 50s were like. You weren't there at that time. How did you prepare? How did you get yourself ready?
I think when all the makeup and hair was done and the wardrobe was on, and you sort of like get into character and imagine you're like doing a scene out of Pearl Harbor or something, you know? So it was easier when we had all the things done.
Now, you were telling me you're just about ready to release your next music video, and it is the polar opposite of the first.
It is, yes, definitely. Well, it's a much deeper song. It's a song that really speaks to me. I was part of the writing process of this song, so it means a lot to me, and it's much deeper than people think. But it's very pretty. It's like we had mirrors and smoke in the woods, so it's really going to be green and beautiful, something different. Again, we're pushing a lot of boundaries.
I'm very excited. So you always hear about people having one problem child, one problem song on the album. Is there any song like that on this album that just took you a really long time to get through? You weren't sure if it was going to make it, but in the end it flourished?
You won't believe it, ironically enough, it's Brav, the one we just shot the music video for, and my second single, because you know, initially when you write a song, you have that idea, but the producer has his own interpretation, and you have your own interpretation, and you have to put the emotion behind it, and then everything forms during this process. So we struggled a little bit to figure the song out and to bring it to its full justice. And after, I think, the 5th recording, we said, this is it. And this is going to be the next single, next music video, and it's sounding epic. So it was so worth it.
Now, knowing that whole backstory, what do you feel when you listen to the song now?
Well, I still get emotional. I got emotional while writing the song, and I still get emotional while performing the song. So I guess that's a good thing when it really speaks to you as an artist.
Now, speaking about emotions, the album is all about love and heartbreak.
Definitely.
What were you going through in your life when you wrote this album?
Well, I'm fortunate enough to have a wonderful man in my life. We've been dating for 8 years now.
Oh,
so it's been quite a while.
He must put a ring on it.
Yeah, he should. He should. Hint, hint. But yes, I've been so fortunate with him, but it's not always easy. You know, you do still experience heartbreaks. And then, of course, I have some best friends in my life, and one of my best friends, she just went through this terrible breakup. And I think that influenced a lot of the album.
Do your friends ever listen to your songs and say, hey, wait a minute, that's my story?
They do, yeah. They do support me, and that's very much appreciated. But yeah, I should say that they had an influence in the songs.
Now, if we want to get the album or find out what you're getting up to online, where and how can we do that?
It's very easy. You can just go follow me on my fan page on Facebook at Charlize Berg, Twitter, Instagram. Berg without an H, guys. Charlize with a Z.
I like that she said Berg. You've just taken a weight off of my shoulders. Now I can just call you Charlize Berg.
Just for you, just for you. To the others, Jelle, Charlize Berg.
Charlize, thank you very much for coming in. It was such a pleasure meeting you.
Thank you for your time. It was fun.